Welcome to episode 6 of Emulating Puskas. In today's episode we're going to be having a look at the players at the end of the 4th season, still in the early stages of their career. They're 20 years old, just about to be 21 in a couple of weeks time, so that it's still all to play for. Some players have gone really far already in their careers, others are just starting out and only just starting to play games. Just like in episode 5, I've put the save file for the end of the 4th season in the description below, so you can open that up in your copy of Football Manager 2016 and have a look at the players in a bit more detail. Because, like I've explained, I'm not going to go into huge amounts of detail in these videos. I'm not going to look at every player individually in every episode. We'll just have a look at a few players that stand out. But there will be an Emulating a Puskas extra episode when we hit the age of 30. Thanks for all the support so far in the series. Please continue to smash that like button, it'd be much appreciated. Also subscribe if you're new to the channel. There will be more emulating series, especially when FM17 comes out, of course. This is my last FM16 series, but when FM17 comes out I will be doing another one. It won't be called Emulating Puskas, we'll go for a different name. Once again, I'm open to suggestions, by the way, for future series names. So I've just scrolled down so you can just maybe pause and have a look at your player or the player that you're supporting in this series. But let's have a look then at a few things. We will start off with current ability, and as you can see we've already got one player in Floyd Leonard, the guy from Haiti, that's gone up to 190 current ability by the age of 20/21. This is incredible. What a player this guy must be. He plays for Bayern Munich as well, earning 185k a week. Bayern Munich signed him for £41 million from Zenit St. Petersburg. Had a pretty good time in Russia, really good average ratings, got quite a few goals. Good all-round play, can play up front, can play on the left or the right wing as well. In this past season he got 21 goals in all competitions, so he's done pretty well with Bayern Munich. You can see his biography there and let's have a look at his competition victories. You can say he's won the German First Division. Oh, he's won the Champions League in 2018 with Bayern Munich as well. So lots of going on in Floyd Leonard's career. The next best player is Jace Cannon, our French goalkeeper. He's managed to break into the first team in France, in the French international team as well. 2 caps under his belt. He's moved from Troyes to PSG on a free, so his contract must have run out. And now he's the main man at PSG. 53 appearances under his belt in his first season there. The next best player, we'll just focus on a few. Kenneth Kennison is next. 25 goals in 35 games for New Zealand, playing for Man United where he's been his whole career. This season he's really pushed on. 19 goals in all competitions. He may not just be playing up front though, actually. Yeah, in fact he's playing the majority of his games in attacking midfield, so he's not going to be the guy getting all the goals. And we'll also have a look at Harry Dagubati, our Welsh wonder kid. 17 goals in 35 games for Wales. Real top performer. Going to be challenging Gareth Bale for that top spot in the Welsh team, I suppose. Although Gareth Bale's probably, must be in his 30s by now at this point of the save. He's moved to AC Milan for 23 million from Ajax. His average ratings aren't great, to be honest, but he's still getting better and better as a player. Really top stuff from him. And the other player with at least 180 current ability is Sean Watson, one of our Scotsmen. 2 goals in 23 games for... Oh, where am I going? To Southampton. For Scotland, sorry. He seems to be getting quite a few assists in the Premier League. Good average ratings as well. Seems like a very good player for Southampton. So let's just go through and have a look at wages. As you can see there, West and Sebastian Hanna earning, and also Floyd Leonard, all earning 185k a week. Sebastian Hanna doing really well to get all that money. The Norwegian, 8 goals in 15 games for Norway, looks like a very good player as well. His current ability though is much below some of our other players, but he's earning lots of money. West as well, he's not, he's got a very impressive current ability, but he is below a few of the other players, but he's earning the joint highest amount. And lowest wage is unfortunately Joseph Wagner, who's now moved to Eupen. Where are they based? In Belgium. Okay, Belgium's 2nd division for the Zambian. Moved on a free from Aves in Portugal. He's gone from the Portuguese 2nd division to the Belgian 2nd division. Let's hope he can push on and improve, because it's not been brilliant for him so far, but he's getting games under his belt. He knows his level, I suppose. He knows that he's not going to be at the top level. Value-wise, West is worth £53 million. He's just getting better and better, isn't he? Unbelievable player. He's now got 5 goals in 24 games for Spain, and doing very well for PSG as well. And so is Igo Zumanov for PSG. 14 goals in 28 games for a Russia 1-2 record. Moved to PSG from Zenit as well, £21.5 million. He's having a cracking time as well, and he's worth a hell of a lot of money, as is Floyd Leonard and Josh Downard at Barcelona. He's from Italy, 9 goals in 20 games for Italy, and he's been at Barcelona his whole career and doing pretty well. He's in the first team. World reputation wise, the only player with 4.5 stars is Morgan Kendall still, the Welsh guy. 8 goals in 33 games for Wales. He's moved to Liverpool from Cardiff for £29 million. So Cardiff got relegated back to the Championship. He played that season in the Championship though, before Liverpool signed him last season for big money. And he had a decent average rating there from midfield. He can play anywhere in the central area of the pitch, as you can see there. Mainly plays central midfield, but has played left midfield and right midfield as well. Chris Coleman is, oh yeah, of course, he's the Welsh manager, that's why he's favoured personnel. But plenty of players with 4-star reputation. Lowest reputation, everyone's at least up to 2 stars now. We've got the Brazilian Ryan Ellel, Suto, Paul Scholes Jr. It's not really quite working for him. He's playing in the Premier League for Leicester, getting plenty of games under his belt. He's been on loan to Aston Villa and West Ham too, where he played lots of games for both of them, and he pushed on. Not very good average ratings, but he's getting game time, unfortunately mainly off the bench this season for Leicester. So whether he goes on and emulates the real Paul Scholes, it remains to be seen. He's got 31 under-21 caps though, but hasn't managed to break into that first team yet for England, which is always going to be very, very difficult, as we've seen in past series. Moving on to the international record, as you can see, Christian Gopi leading the way with 46 appearances for Trinidad and Tobago, a nation which, no disrespect, is easier to get into than others, which is probably why he's played so many games. And he's moved to PSG from Burton. I forgot that he started at Burton, moved to PSG, and he's doing really well actually. 31 league appearances in the last season. Plenty of games in all competitions, lots of assists as well. I bet PSG are winning loads actually. If we just have a look at PSG, what have they managed to win recently? I bet they've won a few things. If you just heard a weird meow in the background, that was George the cat coming to say hello. Probably wanting food actually. I probably should go and feed him in a bit. Anyway, crack it on with this. Yeah, PSG, as you can see, they're winning lots of things. They've just won the Champions League in the 2018-19 season after Bayern Munich won the last 2. So lots of our players are already Champions League winners, which is fantastic stuff. Floyd Leonard's also got 46 caps for Haiti. He's just doing really well for the island nation. 93rd in the world rankings. They've pushed up, haven't they? They're doing pretty well actually. Felix, 42 caps for Honduras, and Christian Blanco also 41 caps for Honduras, and bucket loads of goals as well for the striker. Uncapped players, there's not many around. There's Joe Suto, the Portuguese player, Paul Scholes Jr., Christian Serrera, the Spaniard, James Brown, who's from England, Chris Reed, who's from England, and Ryan Ellel, the Brazilian, who hasn't got any youth international appearances under his belt either. Is he just not going to develop on this? Bit unfortunate. It's nice to see a top Brazilian from time to time, but it doesn't look particularly good for him at this stage. He's an okay player. It's better than okay, really, but it's not quite working out for him at the moment. International goals then. 35 goals for Frank Paul Nuasala now. 35 in 36 for New Zealand. What a player this guy is. He's moved to Shakhtar. He's been around a lot. He's actually only on loan from Inter. Started at Newcastle Jets, moved to Inter, went out on loan to Malaga, then went out on loan to Shakhtar. Didn't play many games though. Needs to get more games under his belt, but he's completely destroying the international scene. Blanco, 32 goals. Floyd Leonard, 29. Daniel Carter II, 27 goals in 38 games for South Korea. He's at Juventus as well. This guy is going to go to the very top, I think. And we've found that, I think I've seen before, South Koreans do seem to get a huge number of caps. They don't seem to retire early, so we'll see how he goes. Maybe he's going to get a hell of a lot of caps under his belt. Kenneth Kennison for New Zealand as well, also scoring lots of goals. Not as many as Nuasala, despite the fact that Kennison is definitely the better player, as you can see current ability wise, but he's not got quite as many goals as Nuasala. Moving on to youth appearances then, there's still players playing at youth level. It's actually Puskas Jr. that's got the most youth appearances with 31. Martin Flickershaug for Norway has also got 28. Youth goals, Chris Reed is top for England, 16 goals in 19 games at youth level. Was a remarkable player for Canada in the last series, but this time round he's ripping it up for the England under-21s and Rangers. All-time appearances then, West has managed to break that 200 barrier already, and to do it for PSG is just insane. Obviously a very good player. Quite a few players with over 100 appearances under their belt now in these 4 seasons, which is good to see. Has anyone not played a game yet? Let's have a look. Oh, this guy, Livin Libero Loca, is essentially the jaw defence is terrified from last series. He's not playing a single game. He's moved to Valencia and they're not playing him after Hamburg didn't play him, and you've got to feel sorry for him. I don't know what's happening. He's got 8 caps for Tahiti, which isn't very many. Maybe they don't play many international games, but he's not played a single game. Ridiculous. MJ Pegasus also for Chelsea, but he's a goalkeeper. He's only got 18 appearances. However, does look like he's the Swedish number 1. Season just gone, let's just have a look at it. You can see Sander Tielemans for Netherlands, 59 appearances for Marseille this past season. And goals wise in the last season, Chris Reed, top goal scorer for Rangers in Scotland. And Golden Puskas, 10 goals in 22 games for Hungary now, and I managed to get 23 goals this season. Not bad at all for Juventus. Pretty impressive actually. You can see assists wise, Michalov for Zenit, one of our other Russians, getting 14 assists, and Gopi as well with 14 assists. Average rating wise, it's Anthony Rosmus again, doing really well for Barcelona. 2 goals in 26 games for Poland as well. So let's just have a look at the competitions then. We've already seen that Bayern Munich have managed to win their 2nd Champions League in a row, beating Barcelona again in the final, and then PSG beat Juventus in the final. No real surprises so far. I mean, Arsenal winning their first ever Champions League, you could argue, is a little bit of a surprise, but it's the same old teams that you'd expect on FM16 to win Champions League, and we've got lots of players playing for all these teams, so there's plenty of players with Champions League medals and runners-up medals already, which is good to see. Let's go down to the Euro Cup then, where we saw Celta beat PSV last year, and then this season Napoli beat Marseille. It's played at Villa Park. Have we got any players at Napoli or Celta? I don't know. You may have seen some players. If you see anything that's interesting, please stick it in the comment section below, because obviously I don't spot everything doing these videos. It's impossible to keep my eyes up for everything, whereas you guys can pause the video or download the save and look at things yourself. If you find anything interesting, like some sort of backstory, or the player that you're supporting has managed to win something, stick it in the comment section below so everyone else can see it. That would be very useful. English Premier League, Arsenal managed to win their 2nd in a row last year. Man United have been runners up 4 times in a row, but this year Spurs managed to win it. It's a really good achievement for them. 80 points, 2 ahead of Man United. Callum Wilson, top goal scorer with Gregor Defray. Really interesting. Kevin De Bruyne, top average rating. We've got Thomas Ryan on there. He's one of our players, isn't he? The Irish guy, managing to get the 3rd highest number of assists in the Premier League. Ozil's still getting stupid numbers of assists. Connor Crofts, 2nd most yellow cards for Everton, another Welsh player. Just go down to the Championship, because some of us are playing in the Championship still. Connor Washington, top scorer. I don't know if there's anyone. I don't actually know if there's any players playing in the Championship still. I've just said that without really checking. Forgot to look at the Scottish Premiership last time around, but that's probably because I don't think we had any players playing in it. But we do this time around. Chris Reed, top goal scorer in the competition with 25 goals, but Rangers were only able to finish 3rd. Celtic have won it 3 years. Aberdeen did win it 3 seasons ago, so that's pretty impressive stuff. Don't know how many players we've got playing in Portugal at the moment, but Benfica have won the last 3. There we got Joel Bayford. He's playing in Portugal. Most assists. Really good achievement from the Israeli. Well done to Joel Bayford. Really good central midfielder actually. Looking at all those 20s. La Liga has been shared between Barcelona and Real Madrid over the past 4 seasons. We've got Christian Sierra on there. Serrera, whatever his name is. Oh, he plays for Celta. He'd have won the Euro Cup last year. Brilliant. So Christian Sierra Most clean sheets, second most clean sheets. Perhaps he'll break into the Spanish team soon. Looks really good, and he's got 11 under 21 caps, so it's only a matter of time. Anthony Rosmus, most yellow cards, but as we've seen, he is a very good player. Moving over to Serie A, you can see Juventus have turned it around and won the last 2 league titles once again. We've got Jedi Knight on the Player of the Match list. 10 Man of the Match awards this season for Inter Milan. For the what is the nationality of Barbados? Barbadian? Something like that? I don't know. Probably murdered that. But he's doing really well over in Italy. Ollie Kenny Stocker as well, the Norwegian goalkeeper. 14 appearances for Norway, playing for Juventus. And he's got the 3rd highest number of clean sheets this season. Moving to France then, you can see Monaco actually managed to win the league last year, but PSG back to normal with another title this season. Jace Cannon, most clean sheets, clearly the most clean sheets. Very, very good goalkeeper. Germany has been dominated by Bayern Munich, no surprises there. We've got Andreas Egg, 6 Man of the Match awards this season. So he's done alright, hasn't he? He's broken into the German team, 17 appearances. He's a really good player. Might as well look at the Belgian Pro League and the Dutch one as well. Ghent have won every single season on this save. It's their 5th in a row. That's really impressive. I mean, Anderlecht have historically been very good, but Ghent have dominated. That means I would have won a Belgian Pro League title because I played for Ghent at the start, didn't I? I think there's a couple of us playing for Ghent, in fact. It's probably not pronounced Ghent. I've probably just murdered that pronunciation, sorry. The Dutch league has been shared between PSV and Ajax over the last 4 seasons. No surprises there, really. Don't know if we've got any players playing in Holland at the moment. Here we have the MLS Cup, which has had a variety of winners over the last 4 seasons, as you can see there. Interesting. I don't think there's any players playing in America at the moment. Let's just have a quick look at the clubs. I keep saying I don't know. I can just have a look, can't I? If we just go down, it's mainly European teams, in fact. It might all just be European teams nowadays. We had a few players starting in Australia. Toulouse FC. Cameron Cunningham from Algeria is playing for Toulouse FC. He's got a decent current ability, so I don't know why he's playing over there. No disrespect to the MLS, but maybe, well, it's getting better, isn't it, I suppose? And you've got players in their prime playing over there, like Cameron Cunningham, for example. He's got 15 goals in 26 games for Algeria. Let's have a look at the World Cup then, which was won by Italy. They beat Uruguay in the final, and Algeria finished 3rd. So Cameron Cunningham helping them to a 3rd place finish. We've got a few Italians as well, haven't we? I think. Let's just look at the final. 2-0 win against Uruguay in the final. Bellotti, my man, I love that guy. Verratti as well, very good player. Josh Downward played in the final. Is there anyone else? I can't remember if we've got any more Italians actually, but Josh Downard is a World Cup winner already. Fantastic stuff from him. 3rd place playoff, Algeria beat Argentina 2-1 in the final, in the 3rd place playoff, and Cameron Cunningham with the goal. Let's have a look at the goal. I just want to see this goal that helped them win. Mahrez crossing in, Cunningham, solid header, top right hand corner, looped it over everyone. Beautiful stuff from Cameron Cunningham. European Golden Boy Award. I always forget about this, but as you can see, we've had some winners. Anthony Rosmus for Barcelona in 2017, and then Josh Downard for Barcelona in 2018. Brilliant stuff from those guys. Best player in Europe, Lionel Messi, as you'd expect. Kevin De Bruyne finished in 2nd though. In the Golden Shoe, we haven't had any players featuring thus far, but it's only a matter of time, surely. And the World Player of the Year, 4 times in a row, has been won by Messi now. We haven't had any players featuring, but once again, it's only a matter of time before our players will start to feature, surely. I hope so anyway. Maybe they're in World Team of the Year though. Let's go back in time, the 4 seasons. I doubt there's anyone in that 1st season. If you do spot anyone, then let me know, but I'm just going to zoom through. 2nd season, don't think there's anyone. 3rd season, surely someone by this point. No. Come on, what's going on? Some of our players have been brilliant. And the most recent season, I don't think there's anyone again. What? That just seems a bit biased. That's why I went wrong. I went back in time to 2017. Maybe 2018. Is there anyone? I might be overlooking someone here. Apologies if I am. Don't think there's anyone yet though. These are the world rankings. Argentina are top despite finishing 4th in the most recent World Cup, but that was a year ago now, I guess. But some of our nations, England up there, where's Wales? Because we've given them loads of players. Where are they? They're 39th. I'd have thought they'd be doing a bit better by now. But I think they will progress and get higher up. They finished 2nd in the European Championships, remember, so they've certainly got a strong team. Anyway, that's pretty much it for today's episode 6. We've got some cracking players, haven't we? Really good players, and they're pushing on really hard. Floyd Leonard in particular is flying up and ripping it up for Bayern Munich, ripping it up for Haiti. He's not going to win any World Cups with Haiti, but still, he can become a Haitian legend and a legend for Bayern Munich as well, I suppose. Please smash that like button if you're enjoying the series. Episode 7 will be out in the next couple of days. I'll probably holiday 3 years, and we'll have a look at the end of the 7th season of their careers. You can download the 4th season file from the description below. So if you want to check out things in a lot more detail, then you can look at that yourself. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you soon.